For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone as we talk some Wildcats softball. It's that time of year. We've got senior Courtney Flanary and we've got the head coach Booby Reeves as he begins his fourth season here shortly. Let's start with Courtney beginning your third year at ACU. Last year was weird in a lot of ways. You had the weird middle of the season injury. You fought back through it. Tell me about fighting through that and what you maybe learned about yourself and about your teammates as you endured that tough stretch.
Yeah, I tore my ACL, I want to say in March. So I had about 2 months, and my coaches were really good about giving me a shot. And, you know, a lot of times you hear about an ACL and you're done for the season. And my coaches were really good about, you know, letting me see what I could do. And they got me that brace, and I ended up being able to do a lot more than expected. So I was really thankful to finish out my season and thankful I had it fixed and ready to go now, 100%.
Yeah. You say 100%. What kind of off-season rehab did you do?
Well, I had surgery in May. So I came back in August and I was pretty far along. I worked with the trainers and did a lot of running and stuff like that, but I didn't actually practice until we came back in January. So,
well, it's a new team in a lot of ways this year. Some familiar faces like Kiana Wingfield are gone. Tell me what responsibility you feel like you have as one of the returners as a senior this year.
Yeah, we lost 4 really great seniors that had big leadership roles. But we have 6 of us seniors this year, so I think that our main job has been just introducing how Coach Reeves works and his system and how, you know, we play at Abilene Christian to our younger girls and setting that example for them about, you know, what it means to be an Abilene Christian softball player. And
you get one of your new players from your old high school,
yes.
Flower Man Marcus, yes. Hannah Knoll. Tell me about her.
Hannah Knoll, she's a stud. I played with her 1 year in high school, and, you know, she's just an unbelievable pitcher, and she's really come a long way since working with Coach Reeves, and she's going to have a really good career, and I'm excited for her and what she's going to do.
Teammates once again. Mm-hmm. Last thing, you spent your freshman year in a Southland Conference school at Sam Houston State, so you have a better perspective than any of us and certainly your teammates about what to expect. So what can we expect?
I think the biggest difference in what I've seen from the Lone Star Conference to the Southland is pitching. And so I mean, we had a lot of really competitive schools in the Lone Star, obviously. Mm-hmm. But the biggest difference when I came to Abilene Christian was the pitching. Ever since, you know, we went Division I, obviously the recruiting classes have come in stronger. So I think that we're a pretty even match to all the Southland schools, and I think we're going to go out and we're going to compete, and we're going to win a lot of games. All
right. Well, let's talk to your coach here, Bobby. How heavily, even with that repaired knee, do you lean on Courtney Flannery?
You know, Courtney's one of those great athletes that comes along not very often. You know, she finished that year last year with a torn ACL just by putting a brace on and fought through it, then went and did her surgery and rehabbed big time. I made her mad all fall long because I wouldn't let her get back out there and start doing things until we got the release. But, yeah, I mean, she's a gem to have and a great example for all the young kids that are coming in and the things and helping us transition into D1. She's a big part of that.
You talk about the young kids, and we mentioned Hannah Knoll. Tell us about some of the other new players you've brought in this year for this first season in the Southland.
Well, you know, we've got Taylor Brown, who's coming in as an outfielder. You know, are we going to replace Kiana? No, you don't even try to replace Kiana because what Kiana did was Kiana. Yeah, but Taylor Brown stepped up and done a great job. Got one of the best arms on a girl that I've ever seen in softball, and so she'll definitely be throwing a lot of people out in her next 4 years. Kyla Simmons, you know, is coming in. Kyla can play second. She can play first. She can play short. I mean, she can play third. Does a great job with the bat. You know, Hannah Knoll, of course, you know, we know Hannah, and is going to do a great job for us pitching. She's just such a competitor, you know, and if you talk to her and you watched her run, you watched her do a lot of things, you'd say, how in the world can this girl do what she does? But when she gets in that circle, she's just amazing, you know. And then we got Tori Valdivia, who's going to play short for us. Is she going to replace Sarah? Is she going to have to? You know, I mean, that's just going to be the nature of the beast. She really wasn't a per se shortstop. We've more or less turned her into that, but she's done a great job. She's really bought into working hard and getting some things done. So it's a great class, you know, with the 6 seniors and then the middle and then the 4 freshmen that are very competitive and good athletes. I think we're going to be all right.
First chance to watch comes this weekend. Now, originally scheduled earlier, but we've pushed it back to Sunday because of the weather, right?
Exactly, and I'm not sure how smart that was. I looked at the weather this morning. It looks like Saturday's actually warmer than Sunday now, but 20-mile-an-hour wind versus a 5-mile-an-hour wind.
There you go.
I'll take the 5-mile-an-hour wind and be a little cool.
All right, so it begins a busy week of ACU softball. First of 3 teams coming in, Texas Lutheran on Sunday, games at 1 and 3 p.m. For Courtney Flannery and for Coach Bobby Reeves, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.